Hello, so another beer review. So today we have a beer from Leigh on Sea Brewery in collaboration with the Beer O'Clock Show. It is called Undisputed Era. It is described as a lovely American pale ale. I mean, I don't know why they'd say it like that. They're basically Leigh on Sea is like in Essex or something, but that's how I read it anyway. Brewed in collaboration with the Beer O'Clock Show to celebrate the 10 years of the UK's most loved beer podcast. Undisputed Era, a classical American pale, will take you right back to your beer drinking beginnings. Brewed with Magnum and Cascade hops, it delivers a refreshing smooth mouthfeel with subtle tropical fruit flavours and a bitter finish that ticks all the boxes. So let's crack open a beer and share some thoughts. So, I believe the inspiration for this beer, or they were saying on the podcast, was Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale, which is obviously, despite being pretty readily available these days and pretty cheap and in supermarkets and stuff, still holds up pretty well as a very good American Pale Ale. And to be honest, he's one of the sort of granddaddies of craft beer movement. Yeah, the Beer Clock Show is a great podcast with Stephen Martin on it, who are unfortunately going to be packing it in soon. I think there's maybe one more episode left as I record this on the 8th of July 2022. So yeah, it's a real shame. It's a fantastic podcast, really enjoyable. I think episodes are like every 2 weeks or something like that. You know, I often listen to it while I go for a walk or whatever. But yeah, really great beer podcast. So it'll be a shame, and they seem like sound dudes as well. So let's crack open a beer and share some thoughts. So the pours a lovely amber colour, actually, deep amber colour. It's darker than I was expecting it to be. But I suppose that is sort of the colour that Sierra Nevada's Pale is. Lovely looking beer though, you know, decent carbonation, nice head. 5.5%, I don't know if I mentioned the ABV, so same ABV I think as Sierra Nevada's Pale. Yeah, it looks really good in the glass. Let's go in for the smell. Hope this is good, by the way, because I've got 5 more cans of this. Yeah, it smells good. It smells resiny, really resiny. Bit of toffee as well. Bit of pine. Slightly sweet. Nice hoppy character. Lemony. Citrusy sort of grapefruit peel. Yeah, it smells very much like American Pale Ale, so more on the sort of West Coast side of things, which is what I was expecting. So yeah, let's dive in. That's really nice, actually. Yeah, really nice beer. I mean, a new brewery to me, Leigh on Sea Brewery. I bought the mix pack with this beer, which was 6 cans of this and then 6 of their beers, so do look forward to trying it. Always like sort of trying new breweries and stuff. But yeah, really nice bitterness to it. Really nice bitterness. You know, sort of toffee notes as well. It's a proper old school pale ale, this. You know, resiny, piney. There's a real lemoniness to it, but there's also a bit of sort of stone fruit. In there as well. Like a bit of peachiness. A bit like candied orange. There's like, you know, even though it's bitter, there's like a slight sort of sweet, nice sweet taste to it as well. Nice, like sherbety sort of taste. Yeah, it's really fruity. Good malt character behind the hops. Malty backbone. It's like floral. Yeah, really easy drinking. You know, 5.5% is not a massive ABV, certainly not in the craft beer world, but you know, when pinted, it can be dangerous. And yeah, it's very, you know, if you honest, it's a bit like 4 British IPA, you know, in the sense that, I mean, it's a higher ABV IPA and different style, but in the sense that it's sort of above that sort of 5% mark, but you know, to the average craft beer drinker, it's still sort of a session strength beer, and you know, it's not strong enough that you sort of start thinking about getting smaller measures with a pint in, and you pint on it and you end up in a bad way. It's a dangerous ABV, 5.5%. It's a dangerous ABV, because like if you drink something with 6-7%, you know, you get half, but when it's like 5.5%, you're still getting the pints, and it's, yeah, they're still very easy drinking and sneak up on you. Sorry, I've gone off on a bit of a tangent here. No, really, really nice pale ale. This, I could definitely get the Sierra Nevada influence. To rate it, sorry, probably give this 4.25 out of 5, I think. Lovely American pale ale. Really nice. And yeah, no qualms at all by the fact I've got 5 more, and it'll be interesting to see how it maybe develops over time. Obviously, not too much time because it is a hoppy beer after all, but you know, I suspect more of the malt character will perhaps come into play a few months down the line. So yeah, thank you for watching. This has been a review of Undisputed Era, a American Pale Ale by Leigh Brewery in collaboration with the podcast Beer O'Clock Show. Please drop us your thoughts below, give us a like, subscribe if you haven't already, click the icon to be alerted of all future videos, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.